Hello, hello. Welcome on into another episode of the Whiskey Crusaders. I'm Will.
I'm Sarah.
I'm Matt.
On today's episode, we're talking about the Lost Distillery's Towiemore edition.
Or something like that.
Could be Towiemore.
Sure.
Don't forget to
hit that like and subscribe button and click that notification bell. Matt, why don't you tell us a little bit about this Towiemore?
I will. I do want to tell you, we also got Patreon now, so you guys can go check that out too, which is awesome. Only took 4 years, but good job finally. All right. So like I said, this is the Lost Distillery Company. It's the Towiemore. Now, we do have a single barrel that's sent by Eric, but this is the regular one. We'll do the single barrel in a few weeks. That's a PX finished extra one of this. So I want to give you guys history on it first before we give you the special edition from Eric. All right. Like I said, this is the Lost Distillery Company, which is based on the Dumfries House Estate that was saved in 2007 by Prince Charles for historical purposes. It's the Great Stewart of Scotland. So it's the only company on this 2,000-acre, beautiful, basically Scottish mansion that they work in. I'm like, ooh, sounds rough. Sounds like a terrible thing to have to do. Anyway, so that's where they house them out of. In 2012, they founded these guys. It's just basically what they do is they go around. They found old distilleries that no longer exist. And they talked to this Scottish professor named Michael Moss and said, "Here's over 100 distilleries that have closed. Let's make up what we think they would taste it like." They don't even have like bottles to like, oh, I used to have it here recreated. It's like, well, we kind of looked at what they used and what they did. So it's kind of a guess of what it would, but it's supposed to be like old school Scotch that doesn't exist anymore. So all these closed distillers. So that's the theory behind this company. So whatever, it's all blended malts. They use no grain in there. So all the blends between 5 and 10 different single malts combined. They say it's thousands of hours of archivists and studying, but who knows? It sounds like a lot of really good marketing.
Thousands of hours.
Yes.
I have so many questions. So they're not trying to recreate these in a sense of like they're not making new stills that were the same as the old stills. They're not.
No, correct. They're just taking stuff to
other single malts that they found and creating a blend that they think might be
the good just.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
What's a blending company?
Yes,
So
exactly. They were basically independent bottler blended malt company. It's essentially what they are. So anyway, this Towiemore one was built back in 1897 and in the parish of the Botriphnie, which is outside of Dufftown and Speyside.
One more time?
I don't know. We're going to say it's Botriphnie. I don't know. Some Scottish Gaelic word that I can't pronounce, but good job for long, weird names with lots of weird consonants.
Right with an accent.
That was great. All right. So it opened its doors following 1898, but only open until 1931. So it's open for a little over 30 years. It was owned and operated by the whiskey entrepreneur Peter Dawson, who was pretty famous back then. It was designed by the contractor Cruickshank and design architect John Alcock, who designed lots of distilleries back in that time. Dawson in town near Keith. All right, so its water source was the Towie Burn, which they love to call it. Of course, burn means river in Scottish, so we got that going for us. They say, of course, that was existed until 2005 when they built a dam and they blew it up so the salmon could swim upstream. Okay, sure, the salmon want to go swim upstream and then part of the water is horribly polluted, but hey, good time for the salmon. So anyway, that's a different story. All right, so they had an upstairs malting floor. Below it, they drive to 3,000 bushels. They did use a small amount of peat back then, but based on this, we'll see what we think if it does have peat or not. And then they use coke over the rest of it, not cocaine. It's coke. It's like a type of coal to malt, dry out the malt. Just want to make sure they're not using cocaine in their whiskey. All right, which is part of my railcar from Tomintoul. Of course, they had the dual pagodas, which actually DCL, like of course we all know, is that small craft distillery known as Diageo. They like to use their malting floor up till 1964 because of those cool pagodas that are on top. They did have one large wooden wash tun. They had a 17,000 wash still and a 16,000 spirit still. They had a medium bill, slightly long necks for their gentle line arm. So that's all that fun stuff. And so the other terrible things happened. So like they opened in 1898, which was there was a horrible bust in Scotland. Had a fire in 1904. Then they had World War I. They closed. Then they opened back up. And when they opened back up, next to that, they decided to open up a lime plant, which, that all trickled then into their water source, which, awesome. So now they have a polluted water source, and the blenders no longer wanted it because it turned cloudy and it made it taste funky. So at this point in time, they're pretty much just screwed. So they closed in 1931 because no one wants their whiskey anymore. That's apparently horribly polluted. So it's not a great thing. So, all right. So what's in the bottle? This is 43%.
And a company decided we're going to make a blend to taste like that bullshit?
Yes, exactly. That's the story I'm getting at. Yes.
Yay.
So yay! So it's 43% is in a sherry cask. So sure.
Maybe the sherry fixes it.
All I'm going for at this point is, it's $40. So let's see if it tastes any good. I guess that's the part that all matters here.
$40.
Knows all this fun stuff. Does smell good.
It does smell good.
Quite a bit of
Almond,
sherry influence.
Yep.
nice and malty.
Does it say what kind of sherry?
Oloroso, because the single cask is a PX.
Cool.
That's what it smells. It smells more of
Yeah, I
almond
wasn't.
and-
Yeah, it
getting
smells like
much
Oloroso.
Berries up front or
Yeah.
anything like that.
Yeah, well, also
Waxy.
grapes and peach and vanilla, a little hazelnut.
It's musty.
It is. It's,
Heavy
it's
whipping
almost
cream.
barnyard.
Yeah, the grain.
It's a little bit mushroom fungal as well.
A little bit.
It's earthy.
I like it though. It's a nice nose.
Yeah, it's not bad
Not
nose.
bad about that. Oh, and they do the other one thing is they are unchill filtered, which is nice, even at 43%. So if you do add ice, this is going to cloud up on you,
As it obviously should. Because
Right.
as it
that's what the
should, and I don't
distillery is
care.
known for.
It means it tastes better. It means the good stuff's still there.
Mm.
That's got quite a bit of sherry on it.
A lot of
nice.
sherry. It's like a sherry bomb there, but
Oh,
I feel like it's there
almond
to cover up the
champagne.
peat. There's a little bit of peat in there.
there's not.
There's that mushroom fungal.
But that doesn't necessarily mean it's peat.
Yeah.
It's
Sure.
not peat.
Yeah, I get like this almond champagne, but very
Ooh.
effervescent, like grape nuts, plum skins, ooh, even a peach Bellini combo.
Mm.
It's really nice. This would
Yeah,
probably
it
make a really
doesn't
fun
have
cocktail.
Any of the medicinal iodine?
No.
none of
No,
that.
none of that.
It's not,
Very
there's no peat
creamy.
in that, but it could still have that earthy, and it does. It has that earthy feel to it.
Yeah.
And I get
Yeah,
a
it's a
mushroom
earthy-
fungal on top of the waxy walnut.
I like the sherry.
Yeah,
And
that's
Like sometimes Oloroso presents to me with a funk.
yeah.
and
This
it-
doesn't have that funk.
It doesn't
This is
have
nice.
that funk on it.
See, and I get a little bit of it. I get a little bit of that matchstick. I get a little bit of that almost burnt,
I don't get that.
charred crust of a pie.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, yeah. Teach their own.
Well, I actually like it. That's pretty damn good, to be honest with you. I think that's pretty nice for $40. I have my guess is it really has nothing to taste like it. Sure, great story, awesome marketing. If it tastes like that, great. Then it's what they said. Apparently, back in the day before the horrible lime problems, it was really sought after, really good single malt, and really good for blending houses. And if it did taste like this was really nice whiskey.
Yeah.
I just have no way to verify or not verify that this tastes anything remotely like it.
Right.
So-
And what's fun is that neither did they. And yet here it is, and we're drinking it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not bad.
Not
It's
bad. I like it.
43%. I mean,
Yeah.
better than 40.
Nice.
It's a good marketing department, is what that is.
Nah, that's correct. And I think we have 7 more of these to go after this one
Nice.
from this company. So this will be fun. Yeah,
Listen,
let's see.
as long as you got a good blender behind you as well, which this
Yeah,
apparently,
obviously they do.
They're doing
Whoever put
something
these
right.
together did a good job.
I've tasted another one of these that my father had that was also
Yeah.
very tasty. So
So
I feel
Can't
like they are
complain.
doing pretty well.
I'm interested to see how this compares to the PX finish Eric sent us too. So we'll do that the next couple of weeks. We'll probably get that one out for you guys as well. So
Yeah.
But good job. So I am very happy with it, even though we have no idea what it's supposed to actually be. But good job.
All right. I like it. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and click that notification bell. Come hang out with us live on Monday nights and be sure to join us on Patreon for behind the scenes magic. Until next time,
Keep on crusading for the liquids in your glass.
cheers.
I love the cats in the background.
Right?